Why did we actually go in for a for-profit model was during my own stint as in the rural areas, looking at, I had kind of got disgusted with the way the NGOs were working. And the NGOs were practically working in a very unsustainable manner. The grant funding for them was mostly first for their own survival, for the salaries, and then what work needs to be done rather than vice versa. So we said, let's form a company. Even if it's a loss-making company, you know where the losses are. And so you strive towards reducing those losses. And the tough part, as you would say, is how do you balance economic sustainability with the social mission? It actually is not as difficult as it seems it is. See, the thing is that the poor are poor in terms of financials, but not poor in terms of common sense, not poor in terms of entrepreneurial spirit, not poor in terms of knowing the value for what the technology can do for them. And if you can leverage on those values that people have, you can actually make it commercially sustainable. The fundamental myth was poor can't pay for technologies like solar. And the second myth was they can't maintain. And you cannot actually train them to maintain so-called exotic technologies like solar. And the third myth, which was that you can't run a commercial venture while trying to meet social objectives. Our demographic still might not be the poorest. Poorest of the poor, if you look at the needs, are very different. Where do I get my lunch? Where do I get my dinner? It's wrong on our part to shove technology for them, because if I was that person, if I'm given a solar lantern, I would go and sell it. And that extra cash for food is more important than the lantern itself. They need to come to a certain level where then they have housing, clothing, and food. Then they start thinking about electricity.